Hi everyone, can you guys hear me? Hi Pavel, can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, great. I'm so happy that you guys can hear me and you guys can see me. Thank you so much. I was really worried about that. Hi Delanter and thank you. Hi Magda. Hi Natalia. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really Hello guys, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. So sorry, guys. Let me say to you guys that I actually have a problem with my connection today. It's really bad, and I had to hotspot from my neighbors. So here and there, I think we'll have some disconnection. But if it does again, I'll have to go and sit at the balcony. guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? I'm so sorry. Okay, this is literally not my day, I guess. But I hope it's okay. Thank you so much. So I actually accidentally switched off my laptop by mistake. I'm panicking and I'm just facing so much problems. I do apologize on that. Like I said, guys, I have a problem with my Wi-Fi today and I had to connect from my neighbors. But if we get disconnected, I will definitely go and sit outside because I think that's where the connection is okay. But thank you, Wojtek. I'm just going to relax. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. So as I was saying that last week we were talking about um food and cooking. So today we're just going to focus on cooking and we're going to look at just a pinch and it will change your life. What are we talking about? So we are talking about weight and measurements, okay? So this is our topic for today. I really hope that you guys will enjoy this and I also hope that you guys will learn so much from this. So I'm going to send you a link where you can also see this just in case we get disconnected, but you guys will have an idea of what we focused on today. Once again, I do apologize on that. So my fiber has been sending communication. I don't know what's wrong with them today. But anyway, here we are. So, have you ever thought of how cooking weights and measurements can be difficult sometimes? Well, sometimes when I cook, I hardly do any measurements. I don't know about you guys. Well, today we will learn how easy it can be to use measurements, okay? So, we will talk about measurements. So, basically, this lesson you will learn about different measurements on how you can measure your foods and how you can measure your ingredients when you cook, okay? So, we will be looking at all the vocabulary that we can use to talk about measurements and cooking, and we will also look at the measurements in different products like liquid in also metric volumes and metric weights, and also we will look at abbreviations. Okay, so I hope that you guys will enjoy this. So let's start with the first one, which is amount. Amount is how much something is needed. For example, I need a large amount of baking powder or baking soda or whatsoever, or even a large amount of water, right? So remember, amount it can also be uncountable noun, right? So you cannot be able to count it, okay? How much does a polar bear weigh? Just enough to break the ice. That is a very funny joke, Peter. Okay, thanks for sharing that with us. So, anyway, moving on, the next word that we have is cup. A cup is standard until that measures amount larger than spoons but smaller than gallons. So, we usually have our coffee in a cup, right? So, that is a cup. And degree Fahrenheit. Degree Fahrenheit. I'm sure you have heard about this when people always talk about degree Fahrenheit. Sometimes people always confuse this with degree Celsius, right? So, degree Fahrenheit, when heat temperature is measured by the standard system, that is degree Fahrenheit, okay? Direction, these are the steps that you follow to make to make recipes, right? Gallon is a standard until that measure large amount of food 1 gallon is the same amount of 6 cups, for example. Heaping, that means piled up past the top of a spoon or a cup. Ingredients is food items that you need to make a recipe, right? So, do you guys understand those words? Do you guys understand those words? Okay, I don't see any questions. So we will move to the next page, okay? So moving on to the next page, we are going to look at more words. Okay, I see from Volchek. Can you explain more about heaping? Okay, so piled up past to the top of a spoon or a cup. So for example, you are measuring, let's say, flour, and it's like really at the top of the cup or at the spoon. That means it's heaping. If it's a lot of it in the cup, so it means it's heaping, right? It's about to overflow. Okay, that's heaping. Do you understand? I hope that you understand this. So it's a lot of it. It's just piled up and a lot of it. Okay. Now let's look at more words. We have level, right? So level means to be flat across the top. Okay. Level means to be flat across the top. For example, a level teaspoon of flour. So let's say there's the teaspoon and it's at the level, right? It's not a lot, not too little, but it's at the level. And measure is to get a certain amount of something. Like you measure the amount of spoons that you, teaspoons of sugar that you put in the flour, for example. Pound is a standard unit that measures how heavy something is. Okay, a standard unit that measures how heavy something is. Recipe is a list that you need and what to do to make or cook a certain food or dish, right? Tablespoon is a large standard measuring spoon. The spoons that we have are tablespoons, okay? Not a teaspoon, but a tablespoon. A teaspoon is a small standard spoon, right? A small standard measuring spoon. And time, this is like seconds, minutes, hours as it relates to preparing a recipe, right? How much time do you need to make a pierogi? Maybe it may need like 5 hours, 2 hours, or 3 hours, right? And we have utensils. So these are the items that you need that you do not eat but use to make something, right? Like a fork, a whisk. Those are the kitchen utensils. And timer, a kitchen tool that measures off time. It shows when a certain number of minutes is up. For example, you can put on a timer when you are baking or when you are cooking something, right? Okay, great. Well done, guys. I hope you understand this. If you do have any questions, just throw it in the chat box, okay? So, guys, tell me, do you ever do any measurements when cooking? Do you ever do any measurements when cooking? Yes, not really. Okay, I see a yes and not really. So with me, it's not really. I just put everything, I mix everything. And how often do you guys cook? How often do you guys cook? I cook every day, always. Matthews, what does this mean? Of course, I measure things. That's good, Wojtek. Almost every day. Once a week, I cook every day. Twice every day. You can say twice every day. Okay, so that is really great. It's good to cook, guys, and it's also healthy. When I'm home alone. Wow, oh my God. I can just imagine. Other weekends, okay. Okay, all right. So, guys, now we're going to look at standard cooking measurements, okay? We're going to look at the standard cooking measurements. So, we're going to start with the US measurements, okay? Oh, you do measurements. That's good. Dorota. That's really amazing. So let's start with the US measurements. So let's start with dry. So we can use the word pinch. So this means approximately 1 1/8 teaspoon, right? So this means a small, it's just a pinch, it means a small amount, okay? 1 ounce means 1/16 pound, which is 28.35 gram. 1 pack means 8 squat, which means 1 and 4 bushel, and 1 pound is equal to 16 ounce, which is 453.6 grams. Okay, so the G stands for grams. Okay, and now when we measure liquids, so we can say 1 dash means 6 drops. Okay, one dash is equals to 6 drops. Okay, 1 teaspoon means 1 and 1/4 tablespoon, like 1/3 tablespoon. This is about 4.93 milliliters. Don't worry, you will also learn about this abbreviations as we proceed. Okay. Okay, I'm also going to write down to give you guys this link as well. So as I was saying, moving on. Okay, so 1 fluid ounce is 1/16 pints. This amount to 29.57 milliliter. 1 cup is equals to 8 fluid ounce. This is 16 tablespoons. 200. This is equals to 237 milliliters. Okay. So we also have 1 pint, which is 2 cups. This amounts to 473 milliliters. 1/5, this is about 757 milliliter. 1 quart is 2 pints, 956 milliliters. And 1 gallon is it amounts to 4 quarts, which is 3.78 liters. Okay, so this is how we measure liquids. And now we're going to look at this abbreviations. All right, cup, it's C, ounce, OZ, quarts, it's QT, gallon, say gal, ounce is OZ, so this is coming out again. Pint is PT, pound equals to LB, we say LB in the abbreviation. Quart is QT, tablespoon, T or TBSP, right? Teaspoon is T or TSP, that's the abbreviation. Oh, okay, that is good, Dorota. That is really nice. Okay, so now we're going to look at metric measurements. So these are the metric volumes, okay? So we have 1000 CU millimeters. This is 1 CU cm centimeters. 10 milliliters equals to 1 centiliter. 1000 CU cm centimeter. 1 CU decentimeter. 10 centiliter equals to 1 decentiliter. 1000 CU decentimeter equals to 1 CU meter. 10 deciliter equals to 1 liter. 1 million CU cm centimeter, this is equals to 1 CU meters. And 1000 liters equals to 1 CU meters, okay? So we will learn more about this abbreviations on the next page, okay? These are the metric weight, okay? So 1000 grams equals to 1 kilogram. So let's look at the metric abbreviation. So kilometers is km, milliliter is ml, liter is L, milligram is mg, gram is g, kilogram is kg, okay? So if you want to practice, guys, I also gave you guys this link, okay? Okay, so now let's look at US to metric. So we're going to look at capacity, okay? 1/5 teaspoon is equals to 1 milliliter. 1 teaspoon is equals to 5 milliliter. 1 tablespoon equals to 15 milliliter. 1 full fluid ounce equals to 30 milliliter. 1.5 cup, 1.5 cup equals to 50 milliliter. 1 cup equals to 240 milliliter. And 2 cups, 1 pint equals to 470 milliliter. 4 cups, it's 1 quart. This is equals to 0.95 liter. 4 quarts, 1 gallon is equal to 3.8 liters. Oh, Dorota, you're a teacher in Europe. Oh, okay, I see. So you have to. I see. That is really amazing. Okay, so guys, now we're going to move to the next page, okay? And we are going to look at the weight. Sorry. So let's look at the weight. So we have 1 OZ is 28 grams G. 1 LB is equal to 500 grams. So 1 milliliter is 1.5 teaspoon. 5 milliliter is 1 teaspoon. Okay, guys. Let's move. Just let's keep for being a plastic way. Okay, one graph. So then also at this. Okay. To apologize. This is only for today. I don't know what happened when maybe not for the Wi-Fi. So yeah, but anyway, that you understand. Uh, 1 gram is 0. I mean, 0.5 gram. 3.5 of the equals to 1.10. 1 kilogram is 2.105. And is okay. So the last question for tonight is: are you planning to start measuring ingredients now when cooking? Are you measuring ingredients now? Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm today. So actually, so my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Actually, listen. Already. So sorry. So I'm sorry. This game really enjoy this. You can also read this on your own time as well. I do like sincerely. Okay, so what I can do is that also do you have any questions? Guys, I think also a webinar. Okay, thank you very much and bye. Thank you,